Lesson 3, Unit 3. Portfolio Management Life Cycle. This unit presents the 5 phases of the project portfolio life cycle. A project portfolio cycle is an ongoing process that consists of 5 phases: initiation, planning, execution, optimization, and monitoring. The purpose of using a cycle is to provide opportunities to review the portfolio components and ensure they are performing as planned. A key feature of the project portfolio is the need to be flexible and adaptable to the changes in the environment. Managing the portfolio in phases allows for the opportunity to make the necessary changes and adjustments in the portfolio. In every cycle, the organization will review the portfolio performance and make changes in its components. Changes can also occur from a need to adapt to internal or external factors. For example, new donors in a region or country may open new opportunities for the organization to participate, thus requiring modifications and changes in the strategic objectives of the portfolio. The initiation phase is where all new projects are analyzed, prioritized, and then included in the portfolio. The key activities in this phase include the support to project and program managers to analyze the idea for a new project or program and evaluate its alignment with the strategy. It includes the process to analyze risk and the financial and resource impact of the organization. During this phase, the portfolio manager will apply a set of criteria to help evaluate each new project, idea, or initiative. The criteria helps rank each project and facilitates approval and prioritization of organizational resources. Organizational resources may include human resources, financial resources, equipment, and other assets. This process will produce a list of components that represent the best value for the organization based on the available capacities. For example, a new idea for a water and sanitation project is presented by a program manager. The portfolio manager helps analyze the new program and determine its alignment with the organizational strategy. Some questions that help during this analysis are: what are the objectives and benefits? What are the risks to the organization? What are the resources required? And what is the expected duration of the new project? There could be some instances where a program or project is not approved and may require a revision, sometimes due to minor compliance issues. This phase ensures that all programs and projects support the organizational strategy. The planning phase is where the program or project manager develops and submits the detailed plans to the portfolio for the purpose of identifying the timelines, milestones, and targets that the portfolio will use to track the performance of each program or project. This information will also help monitor the performance of the overall portfolio. This includes the targets to achieve the expected benefits or results of each program or project. The information submitted also includes the resource requirements, and this information will be used to define priorities in the allocation of organizational resources to programs and projects based on the levels of prioritization. For example, the new water and sanitation project develops the detailed implementation plans, identifies the schedule for key deliverables, and the targets to achieve the project outputs and outcomes. Additional information that is submitted includes the project risk analysis, the resources the project will use, including the support from the administrative area of the organization. This last component is critical to determine if the administrative units have the capacity to support this new project. The level of importance of this project will help determine the priority in getting support from the administrative units. During the execution phase, the portfolio provides support to projects and programs. The portfolio manager works with key executives to solve resource issues, manage portfolio risk, and resolve interdependency issues across programs and projects. In this phase, the portfolio manager evaluates and provides recommendations to adapt the portfolio to changes in the internal or external environment that may require a reprioritization of programs and projects. For example, the new water and sanitation project manager, due to a change in the schedule to deliver key project outputs, is requesting additional support from the procurement and logistic functions of the organization. the portfolio manager will evaluate and consult with the respective units if they can increase their level of support or if additional resources are required to support this function. In some cases, the portfolio steering committee may change the order of priorities in the use of resources and provide additional funds to hire more support personnel. The optimization phase focuses on making the portfolio as effective as possible by managing constraints and optimizing the use of resources. The main goal of portfolio optimization is to ensure that all the organization's resources, human, financial, material, are best applied to the various programs and projects in the portfolio. The portfolio manager will work optimizing the portfolio whenever there are changes in the portfolio components. For example, when a project is closed or when new projects are included. This work includes the process to balance the portfolio to ensure the organization has a portfolio mix with the highest potential to support the organization's strategic objectives. An example of the optimization work is when the water and sanitation project is closed after successfully delivering all planned benefits. The portfolio manager will need to evaluate the impact of removing the project from the portfolio and how to reallocate the organizational resources assigned to this project. This will include the task of rebalancing the use of administrative support to other projects and ensure the current capacity of the organization is used to its optimal level. The monitoring and controlling phase consists of reviewing performance indicators periodically for alignment with strategic objectives. This is a critical phase. The analysis from the monitoring data will help provide recommendations for changes in the portfolio. The analysis will help understand the type and timing of changes in the portfolio. Changes can occur from modifications in the organization's strategy that require the reprioritization of programs and projects. In this phase, the portfolio manager will develop reports on the status of the portfolio with recommendations for action from the portfolio steering committee. The decisions are then communicated to all involved stakeholders. For example, analysis of the monitoring data of the portfolio show that some projects were late in achieving the performance targets. If this trend continues, there will be a need to extend the life of these projects, and that will have significant implications on the budget. In this type of situation, the portfolio manager, in consultation with key stakeholders, will develop a proposal to remedy the situation by either requesting additional funds or making changes in the portfolio's list of resource allocations. Managing a project portfolio is a continuous process. At the beginning of the fiscal year, the organization will make changes and updates to its strategy. These changes need to be reflected in the portfolio. During the year, new projects are approved and all projects are closed. This requires a constant analysis of the use of resources committed to support the portfolio, balancing and reprioritizing portfolio components. Additionally, during the year, it is not uncommon that modifications are required due to changes in the internal or external environment.